Good morning and happy Friday. My name is Nayoka Lynn. So last night, sitting in my chair, I was going over my day and I was genuinely feeling grateful for the place where I'm at, in here and in here, and things that have transpired in my life. But anyway, so I sat there and I just put it out there. Anything I need to speak on, anything. So I keep hearing integrity. And I think, okay, so this morning, sitting in my chair, I was thinking about integrity and what it meant to me. And of course, I always search myself. Yeah. And I'm not afraid to do that because I know that once I search myself and search my beliefs, it's not because I'm a bad person, or I'm going to be punished or whatever. No, I always go inward because I know that if there's any corrections to be made, it's for me, it's for my benefit, and I'm worth it. So I sat there and I thought, let me look it up, because sometimes they'll use a word or whatever to give me more clarity. So I looked up integrity. It's the key characteristics are consistency, acting in alignment with your core values, honesty, telling the truth even when it's uncomfortable, accountability, accepting responsibility for actions without making excuses, reliability, keeping promises and following through on in a consistent way, professional ethics, refraining from harmful gossip, treating people with respect, not taking credit for other people's work. So what is the opposite of integrity? Deceitfulness, insincerity, and dishonesty. It means doing the right thing even when no one's looking, basically. It's being complete. It's being complete. Yeah. Now, I thought about that and I thought, okay, what about inconsistencies? What about being complete? What is it about this integrity? So I sat there and I thought about it, and what they impressed on me was being complete. Core values. Well, look, I can only speak for myself. I remember when I was a lot younger, how I didn't walk in integrity. I was afraid to walk in integrity. I had beliefs in me that I had to protect myself, or I wasn't good enough. I wasn't walking in completeness. I was not. So it caused me to think, and I started hearing different people in my head, the things that they've said to me. Now, if you were a child, say somebody harmed you or rejected you in any kind of way, all wounds are wounds. They're all severe when we're going through it. We can't compare our wounds with somebody else's, okay? It all hurts. We find ways to protect ourselves. And those ways become true to us, yes? Now, these children, all children, who grow up to be adults, who haven't had a healing process on these wounds, are walking in what they know. Yeah, they walk in what they know. It's really easy to stand back and point at other people and think, oh, they're just bad people. They're no good. They're this, they're that, okay? And sit there and gossip, which is very low integrity. But they do this. It's always about pointing out and judging others. Well, the person that's had to put up for themselves all their lives, they walk in what they know. They walk in what they know. Now, I can think of a few people right off the bat. And I've heard people say, you just don't understand. You just don't understand. If I don't do this, they'll walk all over me. They won't believe me. If I tell the truth, they're not going to believe me. They never believe me. You don't understand. If I don't do this and I don't do that, they're going to walk all over me. Nobody is going to do this to me. It's easy to point, isn't it? But when people have had to walk in survival mode all their lives, this is true for them. Their behaviors become the crutches they hobble along with in life. I say often, examine your beliefs. Are they fear-based? Now, it's really easy to just say that, For a lot of folks. Oh, just look at yourself. Just, if that don't serve you, just get rid of it. But there's some deep-rooted pain. The wounds are still gushing in a lot of people. They're walking in that pain, and they are always trying to protect themselves because they feel like they have to. So you cannot walk in integrity until you really heal. And I know, because I can, like I say, I speak for myself. You can only walk in what you know. You can only walk in what you know. But may I suggest and strongly urge folks to really take a good look at your lives. What are your beliefs? Do you feel like you can't be honest with other people because they might judge you? Are your wounds still bleeding? Are you still really crushed over something that's happened in your past and you've dragged that into your present? You have mindsets that are fearful. May I suggest really working on that? One step at a time. Nobody expects anybody to go from black to white or from white to black. There's a big gap in between. Many shades in between. So, the best advice I can give is to start on one little thing. Now, I promise you, physically fighting your way through life is not going to help. And how is this true? If there's something in me that needs healing, it's in there. It's ruling. It's sitting up here in a throne, controlling my actions. It's a fear-based belief. If I'm walking in that, I'm giving out a frequency. I'm out of alignment with my true, authentic self. But it's sitting up there in the throne, and it's giving out this frequency. What happens is, like things come to mirror that, to show you, look, something's off. This is uncomfortable. I keep presenting you. The universe is saying, look, I'm trying to help you out here. I keep presenting you with all these situations, all these people in your life to show you something. I heard an individual say, look, I don't go looking for the problem. It comes to me. Yes, it will. That is your guidance system. So you have to change your perception. You look at it and think, instead of, these people are trying to hurt me. You see, everything always ends up this way for me. I've got to fight. I've got to fight. Instead of looking at it that way, look at it as, look, I'm presented with an opportunity to show me something's off because I'm not happy about all this all the time. It's not working out in my favor. It's not. And be honest with yourself. Is it really working out in your favor? So you look at it and think, okay, this is an opportunity for me to have a look at something in me, not blame and judge everybody around you. It is an opportunity. This is your guidance system kicking in gear to help you grow, help you to release something that's not serving you. Yeah, because what happens? I say over and over again, the lesson gets louder until you learn it. It's in situations, circumstances, people showing up in your life. Your body, when these emotions are not handled, your body will store them. Yes, illness, dis-ease will show up. So take a look at it. Take a look at it and think, okay, I know this is what's been true for me all my life. Yeah, it's had to. It's had to be true for me all my life, but it's not serving me. What changes can I make to have the courage to have this change? What change can I make? What little change can I move in the opposite direction of the fear? It's scary, isn't it? It's scary because we've learned to depend on all these fear-based beliefs to protect ourselves. But in all honesty, it's not getting better. And what happens when you react to these people and situations and circumstances the same way? You're stuck in a loop. Your hose is kinked. They keep showing up and they keep showing up. And you feel tired. Are you tired? Are you tired of the same old thing? Yeah. There could be all different reasons, and I think one of the, it's just my thinking, but I think a lot of people have a problem with self-worth. Yeah. People that hurt other people don't feel good about themselves. Now, they may put that mask on and they may look powerful and like they've got it together and they don't care about anything, but they do. And it's been my observation that the people that bark the loudest are the ones that are most sensitive and hurt. Hurt people a lot of times, or they hurt themselves. Yeah. So, do yourself the honor of working on yourself. You're not a bad person, per se. Your actions may not be one of integrity, but you only know what you know. Really, I strongly urge, start addressing these situations. Take off the mask, at least at home. Take off your mask at home and look at yourself and ask yourself, why do I keep doing this? Why do these things keep showing up in my life? What opportunity am I being presented? Because you are. You're being presented an opportunity to change, to take a look at yourself, because change in your life does not happen until change in here happens. Yeah. If you plant cucumber seeds, you get cucumbers. You don't get that big, fat, sweet, juicy watermelon. You get cucumbers. Yeah. If you keep reacting in a fearful way, you're stuck in the loop. More reasons for you to feel that way are going to show up until you make the conscious decision to address it. You have to own it. Look, do you lie, cheat, steal, hurt other people because you feel like it's your right? Do you feel like you need to do this for yourself because nobody else is going to do this for you? What you put out, you get back. If you put out any kind of deceitfulness, any kind, it comes back. It's a loop. It's a constant thing over and over and over again. And some people get really tired and think, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. My life sucks. Nothing's going to change. I don't know what I'm going to do because I just can't live like this anymore. That's the point. Don't give up on yourself. No, don't give up on yourself. Take a look at it. In your quiet moments at home, when nobody is there to judge you, don't judge yourself. Recognize, hey, I've got some stinking thinking going on in here. It's not serving me. I'm not a bad person. I am just wounded some kind of way, and I need to fix it. I need to heal. Everything is a choice. It's all a choice. Yeah. I've had people tell me, I'm just going to end my life because it doesn't work for me. I'm telling you, it just doesn't work for me. I'm just going to end my life and be done with it. The only thing that dies is this physical vessel that you're maneuvering with. You're still very alive. You, the consciousness you, will never die. You will always exist, because once you exist, you always exist. So I strongly recommend taking the time, and I don't care how old you are or how young you are, I strongly suggest just take a little step forward. Be courageous. Fighting, physically fighting, arguing, doing things behind the scenes that are shady, thinking, you're doing yourself a benefit. You're not. You're not. It's not working, is it? Be honest with yourself. Is it working for you? Oh, yeah, I've had to do this all my life. How do you feel about your life the way it is right now? Mm-hmm. How do you feel? That's what got me. I was tired. I was tired of struggling. I was tired of always being without something. I had no peace of mind. I was scared. I'll use the word shitless because here I was a mom of 3. I had to start making different choices because I wasn't just making my own choices. I had to make choices that were going to absolutely affect my babies, and I loved them with all my heart. Yeah, I had to make the change. I wanted better for myself and my kids. I wanted better. Was I a perfect parent? No, I don't know anyone that is a perfect parent. But I had to forgive myself. That was the hardest part. I had to forgive myself. And I had to move forward, even when it was scary, even when I was hurting. There were days that when I prayed, I couldn't even speak. I couldn't even speak. I moaned and yeah. But I made the intention to move forward, and I will never forget. On many occasions, through many people, I heard, this is the way that you must go. I had to walk through that valley. I had to walk uphill many times. Yeah, there were days that I thought, oh my God. And yeah, I thought about ending it a couple of times. But what for? What for? Onward and upward. Yeah. You're worth it. You are a beautiful soul. You're all beautiful souls. And you're worth every good thing. Think about it. I've heard people say it just sounds like so much work. Really? Really? What's harder? Trying to maintain a facade around people, trying to show like you're so strong and you've got it together when you're home, you're not. You're falling apart. You have no peace. There's no sleep. Or there's too much sleep. Or no food because you have no appetite. Or you eat until you just can't eat anymore. Or you drink. Or you use other substances to self-soothe. Yeah. That's what folks do when they're not happy, when they're not content, when they feel like there's a huge void. They self-soothe with one thing or another. Yeah. Take the step, one little step forward. That's how your trust is earned, not earned. That's how your trust builds. You take one step forward and then another, and look. Maybe you have to be accountable for some things. that you've done. That's the law of cause and effect. Okay? Own it. Be accountable. Don't make excuses. Know that you have a wound. Know this is part of the healing. All the yuck has got to come out. It's the only way you're going to heal. I promise. But I promise you this, the peace that you feel as you heal only gets stronger. Yeah. And even when things around you are going a little batty, when you're in the midst of the chaos and you've learned how to do things differently so that you don't get stuck in loops, your faith in yourself, in your choosing, gets stronger. Oh, no, I don't want to have faith in myself. I have faith in God. You are a piece of God. Yeshua come here to teach you that you are a piece of God, that you are capable of doing many wonderful things just as he was. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to beat this down. Be true to you. Be true to you. Even if you feel like the whole world around you wasn't. Be true to you. Make the step forward. And look, you think, well, people are going to think this and people are going to think that about me. They're going to think I'm tell them take a flying flip. Don't worry about people. Tell them, I love Bashar's mantra. Yeah, so what? Yeah. That's another hurdle to get over, what people think, but so what? People aren't there with you when your wounds are gushing, are they? When you have to self-soothe. Don't worry about what people think. You've created an identity about yourself that you think you have to maintain, or you're going to look bad, or you're going to look weak. The hell with that. Yeah, it's not serving you. It doesn't feel good. If you want change, change has to happen. And you can do it, because you wouldn't be presented with obstacles unless you could do it. And I believe wholeheartedly that we can all do it if we choose to. Set your intention. Honor yourself. Honor yourself. Have that intention. Take a step forward. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, I guess that's it. It is time for breakfast. My name is Nayoka Lynn. I pray you have a wonderful Friday. Namaste.